hurt, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why he was. That's why
he
going
felt
through
like he done a lot. But Woody is like.
He don't give a fuck.
Nah, Woody said he lying like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he lying.
Try to put him. Said he killed nothing. All that stuff.
Yeah, why are we even talking about all that? You feel me? Like, you why you even coming out of your mouth? Once it's done, it's done. We don't even speak on it no more.
Let it be.
What you on? So I ain't even forgetting that you came in the game dressing like a little dirty bitch.
Lay low major on the beat. Cowboys drawing a cut. 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 Cowboys drawing a cut.
Man, it's your crew's favorite crew. Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. We back in the studio. First episode in season 3, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the OG, man. I'm gonna step up here in this place or whatever, man. But we know a lot of the podcasts and the creators out there done, already talked about this, being that the game was last Thursday. Cowboys go down to the Eagles, put up a valiant effort, lose 24-20. So, my thing is, we started off, man, we had 4 drives, 20 points first half, and then we get shut out in the second half. So I'm just wondering from the crew, man, how y'all feel about that? Are y'all encouraged by the fast start, or do y'all feel, are y'all more concerned that we didn't score in the second half?
I'm all right with it. Overall, because looking at this whole week, you gotta take in the whole picture, the whole week 1. You know what I mean? So with the way that a lot of the NFC teams are looking right now, even though it's week 1, don't really look like world beaters. You know what I mean? So the fact is, we come out.
Us though.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. So you have the fact that when I look at us compared to them, and expectation means a lot for us. So with what we expected this year, or the lack of expectation, to come out and play the way that we played, it's promising. That's the word I want to use for that. It's promising, man. Just think that we're able to come out, score frequently early. That's something we didn't do last year. First drive score. When was the last time we did that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got in the red zone. Got in the red zone.
Red zone and ran the ball in, and then scored consistently on drives. Whether it did end up with a field goal when we needed a touchdown, we were able to score consistently. So that is promising, and especially against that defense. Even though it lacked Jalen Carter, we still were able to move the ball frequently and consistently and confidently. You know what I mean? Like Dak was in the pocket, in his pocket, and he looked like he wanted to win that game. We came out with a different fire. So when I watch it overall, I'm looking at it like, I just really hate losing to that team the way that we lost to that team.
We're going to get them back, though.
Yeah, we're going to get them back, but also it's scary because those are the games that will keep you out of the playoffs, and a team like that, you got to jump on them early. You don't want them to catch their stride, and you have to win those type of games early in the season, because those are the ones that will come back when you're 8-8. When you're 8-8 and you need that one game to get into the playoffs, that's the one that you look back at and you think, damn, a few caught balls would have put us where we need to be. But overall, right now, I'm confident. Yeah, I'm encouraged. It's promising, man. I really am. Like I feel good about it. I can't even lie. I feel good about it, man.
Y'all feel the same way about that? Not scoring in the second half, and
yes. With 2 things with that, it was still a little bad weather. We had that little break, the weather delay. It's a couple other things to stop. And then on top of that, the head honcho, the captain, the HNIC of the receiving corps, let us down with some drops that if he would have came through with some of them drops, it could have been a different outcome. So I'm encouraged that if we plug up and fix some of that, we'll be okay. You know, we had the backup fumble. You take in the red zone.
Yeah.
You take him out and give it to the starter or something, you can score. You had the backup break and get caught by a linebacker that they told me run a 4-2, 4-3.
Yeah, 4-3.
That I didn't know, but you just clean some of that up. I think it'll be a different story. I'm more encouraged because coming into this season, I really didn't know what to expect with the coach. I hear all the preseason talk with everybody preseason and Super Bowl contenders. Everybody's going to do this. Everybody's going to do that coming into the season. But to see us put it on the field, take it off paper, put it on the field, the running the ball, the defense to stop the run. More than that, we made adjustments. When's the last time we really went in a half and made adjustments? That's even losing, win or lose, however you take it, at whatever goes. You go in and make adjustments, let me know you're trying to win. You're not content with where we're at. You're trying to do something better. You've seen where yeah, man, that was some, it gave me a little hope.
And regardless of us not scoring, they have 3 points. They get 3 points.
Good.
So another promising thing for me is the fact that we did play good defense the second half.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves.
It was a tale of two halves, and with that, we held.
There's some units that played good the whole game.
Yeah,
The secondary played good.
Secondary played amazing.
The
Secondary played amazing. And I think our secondary is the reason why Jalen Hurts was able to get those rushing yards, because none of those were really designed quarterback runs. He was scrambling.
He was looking
and had nowhere to go.
The thing is,
pocket collapse, he got loose. Pocket collapse,
all
he got
that to
loose.
me was on your boy crashing down instead of containment.
We
That's why he got
crashing in on the edges, man.
Yeah. But with the adjustments made, they wasn't doing that second half. They
made him. But he had nowhere to throw the ball all night.
Yeah.
He really had nowhere. And another thing, going back to the offense, watching Dak accurately place balls. Now, he made a few throws where he looked like his old self trying to force something like that. After the CeeDee drop, he threw it into double coverage to Fergie on the sideline that one time. And I think he was trying to make something happen after that drop. A couple passes, probably two passes.
That pass to Tolbert, JT in the back of the end zone.
Which one?
Early in the game that he missed.
Yeah, something went wrong on that play.
Yeah.
Because I seen him talking about it after the play went bad. He kind of threw it away.
Overall, played a great game.
I think
Dak played
an amazing game.
I was pleased with it.
I'm not a Dak fan.
I
but
see
I
the
would
first
sit there and
half
tell you
and the
straight
second
up,
half was more
Dak
defensive.
balled.
I like that we stuck to the word that they've been talking about, running the football. That we did a good job running the football. That helps Dak tremendously because he needs the run game. Just like every quarterback, though, they need a run game. So with the run game being placed and setting right, and shout out to the O-line, man. O-line was playing ball. You know, we weren't perfect, but we was nasty. I like the way Guyton came in and played this game, coming off the injury. That was nice. The defense, Booker looked good.
They look mean.
You know, a couple growing pains, but that's to be expected. We did well against one of the best D-lines in the league, you know. Even with Carter, man, they say Carter this, Carter that, but we missing one of our best players on defense too, Overshown. So I don't see no excuses. We put a helmet on helmet. We came in their crib and we challenged them with a first-year coach, first-year offensive coordinator. So I'm pleased with it. All we got to do now is put it together. And the offense was real vanilla, and I liked that it was simple, and it was helmet on the helmet for most of the game.
Shout out to Mexican.
We didn't show too much.
Shout out to Mexican Dak, man. Like that mustache, man. He played different, man. Mexican Dak, man, playing ball, bro. Like when he done lost weight, man. He done lost weight, man.
Took off running.
Been in that weight room,
down that mustache, bro. I'm telling you,
in that
bro,
weight
you got
room,
that
man.
Mexican Dak, man. He gonna get you together now,
Plus, he
man.
was out there trolling, man, with the spit. The spit before the
He
game,
knew what he was
man.
doing.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. That's what I said. Like, I'm okay with that, man. I like
Get
that,
him
man.
up better. He won't be tough, and he won't mess up for his team. Let him do it.
And my thing about that is that looking at this, like, that loss, it hurt.
It hurt.
But at the same time,
It still hurt.
the heart was there, the fight was there, and I'm okay with that. We were
gotta-
hitting,
you gotta finish.
James Houston needs to be playing, he needs more snaps. You know, you see guys like that, they get out there and not scared. For the first time, we didn't look scared of the other team. You know what I mean? It's been a long time.
But you gotta finish.
Huh?
You gotta
You
finish.
gotta finish, but that comes
Gotta
down,
finish.
but that literally comes down to a couple of plays. It literally boils
Same shit we
down.
were saying last year.
Yeah,
Game that we lost
and I
against
agree
a
with
couple
that.
plays.
But it was also on defense a lot of times last year. This one literally came down. Defense did everything they needed to do to hold that. We had multiple possessions at the end of the game that we could have at least gotten 3 on, and it came down to one pass. So you can literally boil that down to Miles Sanders fumbling and CeeDee's drops.
Yeah.
Outside of those plays, our defense did exactly what they needed to do
Fergie
to
dropped
be
one in
able.
the end zone too, man.
That wasn't from when he dropped when we got
Scared to
hit.
get hit.
Yeah, but I mean, that was no, like that hit.
But I mean,
He
if you're
got
gonna
rocked.
take a hit,
you're gonna
you
take
see,
that hit, you catch that ball.
I mean,
might
I
as-
agree. I'm gonna agree
Yeah,
with that, but it
tight end.
also was a bad motherfucker to the head, dog. Like that was a headshot,
I'm
bro.
looking for Fergie to get back to that form.
But
he
Dak
had a
also
couple
missed
years
one with
ago.
Fergie too. He underthrew him. He underthrew him there
In the
too.
end
So he
zone.
has, he had a couple throws there where
He wanted that back. I mean, that's nitpicking, but
Yeah, it is. So, but the game literally comes
you're
down
only
to four,
looking at it
probably
because
4
CD
plays.
dropped him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're only
3
seeing that because CD dropped the mother
Yeah,
ball.
three
And you-
CD drops and a fumble by Miles Sanders. Even if we don't score, that's 4 field goals. You're talking 12 points. At that point, we're up by 8.
Yeah.
So when I see
No,
that,
that's bad, man. If you can't say that because 2 of the drops on the same drive.
which one's the last 2?
Yeah.
Last 2. Okay, so even though we're
I'm with you, though.
We're about
I'm
9.
with what you're
We're about
saying.
9. Well, I mean, it's 9 points, and then 29-24. You know, on a defense that's been holding all night long. So I'm okay.
Second half.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm breaking it down to the second half because if I'm being honest, that rain delay took a lot out of the team and took a lot out of me. So that first half is
We came out of that rain delay a lot.
The rain delay
We came out
slow.
We came out thumping though.
thumping. Offense felt slow. Our defense felt fast. Our defense like they had time to get their
defense
wind
came
up
out
under them.
thumping.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they came out.
I think
they had that wind.
both teams made adjustments. They had plenty of time, you know, to go over it, and it was going to be a old school rival game, you know, and that's just what it boiled down to. We just didn't come out on the better end of the stick, but just coming out seeing Shotty call a game for the first time and to see that we didn't have that many penalties, I was appreciating
4.
that. Yeah,
Felt good, man.
and that was
4
good.
for like, 4 for about 32.
Yeah, it was something
that.
like. It was something like. So
take
I like the discipline in it, and I see that, you know, when he made everybody run those reps at time when they got to fight too much in practice, it wasn't just loose rap. You know what I'm saying? It was, all right, what Shotty say goes. You know what I'm saying? Shotty get out there, all the coaches and everybody run. You know what I'm saying? Players and coaches. Your position,
Accountability.
your guys, everybody get out there.
Accountability,
So
man.
I'm really just gauging to watch what Shotty do, you know. See if he's word is his bond.
So Dak, he went for 188 yards, 0 touchdown, 0 interception. He had a 76.6 rating. So y'all saying that he gave us our 240 million worth on that game?
He didn't lose the game for us.
I ain't say he lost it. I'm saying was that worth the 240 million?
Nah, but again, I'm gonna gauge him with the other quarterbacks who've been paid.
I'm not.
Nobody balled this week. Nobody balled this
CD
week.
making catches, the stats look better.
The stats look way better.
Yeah.
And those
Yeah.
are accurate passes.
And them stats, I was about to say, the
Yeah, they on
throws
the
that he
money,
made
too.
was on the money.
I seen hit him one time in the hands and the helmet. You know what I'm saying? In the one pass.
So
He went
I
straight
heard the
through his
stats,
hand.
but like we said, Fergie dropped that one. Even though it was like you said, he got hit in the head as a bad motherfucker, but you still dropped it. It hit your hands, you catch it. CD dropped 4. 3 of them was crucial.
4.
3 of them was crucial. Them is just his numbers ain't reflecting of the gameplay because them balls that they dropped was dimes. He was
what
dropping
Yeah.
Then you
dimes.
gotta also say Pickens too, you know, and pass
pass
interference.
interferences,
Those numbers don't
Those would add on.
contribute.
You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, definitely gotta get Pickens involved, man, because He should have been involved a little bit more in that second half because CeeDee was kind of in his head. He should have went away from him, let him celebrate his teammate, his guy first. You know what I'm saying? And get his hands back soft so he won't be thinking so much. You know
I think they was trying to get him out of his head. I think if they think
that's what you're supposed to do.
If he get one of these catches, he's
right.
snapping back for the next
and I'm
week.
ready to go right back to him.
Yeah.
That's normally what most quarterbacks do. They drop one, now I'm ready to come right back to you.
Then you drop two, then I'm come back to you. Then you drop three, and I'm gonna come back to you. Then you drop four. I mean, shit.
Last one was difficult because he had a dive and stretch out. You know,
that last one was difficult.
It was perfect, but
what you getting paid, you make that catch, man.
Yeah.
With the game on the line, you make that catch.
Yeah.
The 4th and 3.
Me spending my first round draft pick in the in fantasy, you got to make that catch for me.
Well, I was seeing where I think it was Shannon Sharp. He said he didn't really have to dive for that. He should have kept running. He should have ran under it. He didn't have to dive for it.
Well, looking back
but
on
he
it,
said once you get in your head like that, you feel like you trying to catch it with your body more than just running and going to get it with your hands. So they said it wasn't an overthrow. CeeDee just panicked and tried to dive for
play. He's working too hard. He's overthinking instead of just having fun.
It happens, and you don't see him have that game too much. So after last season's performance, I give him, as long as it's not consistent. You gotta give a little grace.
I ain't worried about him.
I'm not worried about it, but you gotta give him a little grace, man. You know what I mean? He's played well for us consistently. He fought through injury last year, and he played with a backup quarterback and didn't give up on his team last year. You're allowed one bad game. Now, if you make this a consistent thing, and we see this next game against the Giants, we see more drops. We see
7 catches for 100.
Yeah,
is that really
the worst seven for 100 of them? You know what I mean? That was a bad 7 for 100 because you don't remember that. You remember the drops. That's all they're talking about.
110.
Yeah, 110. Yeah, so you don't remember that at all.
Nice game.
Yeah, it's a really good game, but you don't remember it.
I remember it.
It's a nice game.
You know,
but at this point,
110 is a nice game.
Drops is crucial.
But them drops cost us.
and wipes it out.
Without them drops, if you have 7 for 110, that's a solid game. Without them drops.
You got them and watching everything out. And it wasn't 1 or 2. It's a lot that goes into that. The timing. Timing of that.
Yeah.
You know, those were drive killers. Those were
all
momentum
three of the last three was the first
and one was almost a game winner.
Yeah. And it's the timings of those to take the wind out of your team, man. And you got to be able to fight through that next game and come out, I need that 110 again. I need that 110. You have to consistently do that to make us forget about that in a win.
My thing is with CeeDee, man, and shout out to you. Know we still rocking with you, CeeDee,
sure.
man. But
I'm not your jersey on next game.
He and they said Shotty. I saw his little coach's show, The Huddle, and he was talking about how CeeDee was out there next day, 8 hours later on the jugs machine. You know, working on his hands or whatever. But my thing is this though. CeeDee, I've been watching training camp, everything, and watching your interviews afterwards, and you was talking about how in training camp you was trying to catch every single ball. You was trying to catch every ball, and then it's like when you have a drop in practice, you know what I'm saying, like it really mess with you to have one drop. So my thing is, man, you got to get back focused, man. You got to get focused, man, because this was a clutch moment for you. This was clutch, man, and we needed you right there. You are number one. So we got to be able to rely on you in these moments. So, you know, that's the only thing, man. He been doing a lot of talking, and when shit hit the fan, he didn't execute.
Those are the moments that you put yourself with the Jefferson and the Chasers. You know, if you're going to be there in those conversations, that's when you put yourself in those moments. At that moment, you can't be behind them and then make those drops because you don't see them with those drops. And granted, I don't know if the magnifying glass is more on you because you're in Dallas and the stage that we were on. But Jefferson and Chase make those plays, and you can't be right behind them and then don't make those. Especially when you got guys, you got guys making circus catches every weekend.
And we gave you the bag.
Yeah, and we gave you the bag.
We
Yeah.
gave you the bag to make those type of plays.
That you set out for.
Yeah.
You gotta have that, and then to think you got a guy on the other side. You got a guy on the other side who's in a contract year, and to think that he won't try to make those same plays too. We give you those balls. He was a mismatch all game in GP.
Yeah.
I think it kind of, I don't want to, open this conspiracy bag too much. I don't want to open the conspiracy bag too much, but we know.
You ready to put on your Jerry hat?
Nah, I'm ready to take it off.
Terry Jones, let me hear it. What you got?
Nah, my conspiracy bag. I'm gonna put on my Steve hat, man. We know what happens to our receivers in contract years, majority of the time. Since what we've talked about with Dez, George is in a contract year, and what better way than to say I'm just going to feed CeeDee all year and keep his numbers down? Because I called it on that last drive. You were supposed to go to George because he was a matchup. Only time we really put CeeDee in the slot was when we were running the ball. We knew to stay away from Cooper, right? So when we had Quinion had to take one or the other, and then their other two quarterbacks were liabilities. The other two quarterbacks were liabilities. So whenever we had Pickens on the island, it was a pass interference or a catch, one or the other. And we went away from that because we were feeding CeeDee. But if I'm Pickens and I know that, that's when I'm going to let it ride. I'm new to the team. But this can't continue if I know that I am a problem out here. This is my contract year. I'm open. You better feed me this ball.
Yeah, I need Pickens to cut into Jake Ferguson's targets. I'm sitting here looking at his targets. He had 3 receptions, 4 targets.
And 2
Jake
passes
Ferguson
interference,
had 6 targets. I need him to cut into that.
Yeah, because Pickens deserves. I mean,
I don't really consider it's a contract year for him as per se. He's just a rental. He's a 1-year rental. I get it, but legally, yeah, but we ain't holding out for him like he's a true Cowboy.
Do you think we don't want him?
No, I'm not saying that either.
We get him, we don't have to use them picks on wide receivers. We still need wideouts. We need wideouts.
I get that, and I'm with that, but I don't think we're playing games with him as if he's a normal Cowboy. He don't have the loyalty to us.
Know what I'm saying? You keep his production down, you can lowball him.
He'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, but they might lowball him too, and you can beat that if you want to. Because the production's not up. He already has a stigma on him as it is. So you keep that there. Again, I'm just looking on how we've handled other receivers in the past and knowing the stories that we're hearing.
Other Cowboy receivers though. Them is homegrown receivers.
But regardless, you think that we don't.
Only one game
but you don't think that we want to keep looking at what he's done in that first game, what he can be. You don't think that we want to keep him with CeeDee? Who else do we have?
We're going to have to keep him with CeeDee
what other options do we have?
Tober got to get up through it.
Tober, you
for life, Tober.
Man.
I mean,
Tober got to get up
after watching like the more I watch the film, the more I watch the film, I ain't fucking with that effort last game. The more I watch the film, the more I watch the film.
You with me. I don't reckon.
Hey man, the more I watch
me.
Hey, he was missing blocks.
He ain't got to play, but he's on the team.
He didn't look motivated at all. He didn't look motivated at all out there, man. And against that type of team, when everybody else is fighting and giving they all, the nail that sticks out gets hammered, and he was sticking out on the offense. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see more Mingo this summer.
Man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. I think
Mingo.
Watch is coming, man. It's coming.
Help us. I think he can help us.
It's coming.
I think he can help us.
He need an opportunity with that. At 4.3 speed, we can use that, man. We can use that athleticism. As long as he put it in there and catch it, I'm cool.
Can't catch.
Plus, he was getting open a little bit, man. Milton couldn't get him the ball in the preseason.
Mingo?
Yeah.
I said Milton was getting Mingo couldn't get him the ball in the preseason.
Yeah. I mean, he got the tool, he got that athletic
Man
ability.
throws it 110 miles per hour every day on the halfback option. You getting 110 miles an hour.
So we just got through finished watching Micah, man, get this little sack at Green Bay, man. So life after Micah, man. We ain't ready to harp on them too much, but we had 0 sacks, 0 turnovers.
We had a sack.
Was it,
It was a half a
sack?
sack.
Nealon and
Clark.
Mm-hmm. It was a half a sack.
Yeah.
We had the only sack of the game, didn't we?
So it was a half a sack, and the
Yeah.
dude didn't move up or nothing, and we just tackled him. Like it wasn't like a Russian.
It was behind the line of scrimmage. Even you move up,
behind.
it's behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Well, we had 1 sack,
Yeah.
0 turnovers. So with this pressure, are we cool with this pressure by committee, or do we think we need to try to hunt another star?
I don't think our goal wasn't pressures. Our goal is stopping the run, and I think that we did a damn good job of stopping the run.
But you also want to pressure the quarterback.
Yeah.
You
You
move
want
from
to,
one problem
but
another. You stop the run to give up pressure.
Okay, so our problem was getting gashed for 150 and 160 a game. That didn't happen. That was the problem.
They got us for 158.
So even with no pressure, our corners still did their job. Our corners still did their job,
Yes.
and we stopped the run.
But we
So
couldn't stop a third down play.
we did it the second half.
I'm talking about with the game on the line.
Did we punt? How many times did we punt?
When Jalen get that first down?
I don't. Yeah, I mean that he was doing it. Our linebackers could be a tad bit better. That's where we miss Overshown. They're not really sideline to sideline
Definitely
linebackers.
miss Overshown.
Yeah, we miss Overshown. Sanborn and Murray those are downhill linebackers. Sideline to sideline, that's not their job, man.
Yeah,
that's not their job.
back up.
Sideline to sideline, the dude was in front of him.
Man, straight up the gut. Man, bing, bing, you that
Dude
way.
was in front of him.
He
man.
but it did it to both our linebackers. That's where Overshown, Damone Clark. You count your days, bro. Your days is number 2. Like we need more. Yeah, so count your days, bro.
He ain't like that,
Damone, Maris should be.
Shit,
we need
D-Mo
speed.
ain't gonna be back till when? November?
That's what we got right now. We got to deal with what we got. We got
Maris need more
Maris
play
need more
time.
time. We need speed
We
at
need to take
linebacker.
Kenneth Murray's time.
We have no speed at linebacker.
Who,
right now.
Maris?
Yeah, we need Maris right there with the speed and the intelligence to when to come downhill and make the play. We need him on that field. I don't understand why he wasn't starting, but
So why he saying
definitely
you
should
gotta
learn.
earn this play? Why somebody saying that?
Because he brought his mans with him. Eberflus brought his man with him.
yeah, Sanborn is
Yeah.
an Eberflus
Okay,
guy. Yeah.
But shoot, Maris is a Dallas guy.
Yeah. So
that's
they
another thing.
and that's another thing. Like they giving Shotty a little call on the team of what he wants. Even last year, McCarthy had a lot more call on this team than what people think. He even said it himself. He had more say so with the Cowboys than he did in Green Bay. So, it's just all a point of letting the coaches do their thing and get their guys in there and seeing what they guys can do versus what we already got.
I'm thinking, does Micah? Does he make that big an impact on that game? Honestly,
I mean, he'll get some
He
pressure.
pressures, but still he's still getting loose. Hurts is still getting loose the way he's getting loose.
Yeah.
He's still getting loose the way he's getting loose. Like the problem is behind.
But
the
he'll
front
track
four.
him down though.
Would he?
Yeah.
He was already 2 steps. He was already 5 steps in front of
Only
the
if he
line.
play linebacker though.
I would like to see him in the Eberflus system. I would like to see what he could have did in that system.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sold, but I was satisfied. If that makes sense. I'm not sold. I'm not saying this is it. That we'll be okay. But our problem was stopping the run. Saquon has 68 yards. That's big for us. He stayed at his normal average of what he had with the Giants.
Yeah.
And
He had 60-something last year on us.
Nah, yeah, we had
One game.
one game. Yeah, that's what I say. He stayed for his average. He stayed for his average. But then the problem was
We got to worry about the next game. Is he going to do what he did this one?
But even with this, we didn't get torched in the air.
That's
You know
because
what I
of
mean?
the quarterback.
The quarterback's still the quarterback. He's been there, and those receivers didn't
He's
look
not
like they
going to
normally
torch you
look.
in the air.
He can. Those receivers can get loose. Those receivers, Trayvon,
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Blaine,
Our corners locked them down.
our safeties are liabilities. Overall, our secondary played really good. You know, they were thumping, they were coming downhill and hitting. In the second half, they made plays that allowed our defensive line. Well, let's give the credit to the coaches, blitzing. We blitzed. We blitzed. So we all came downhill and we was all hitting to show them we can get y'all in this backfield, making Saquon dance
Them
for a
is
second.
adjustments. Them is what we did. Them is adjustments.
And to see
getting talent inside.
what they have 1.9 yards up the middle. You know what I mean? That's huge. That's huge for us because that's where we've always been gashed at. Nobody was running when we had Lawrence and Micah. Nobody was running around the edge. Nobody did that anyway. It was always up the middle. Now we've stopped that.
Nah, it was on the edge too.
It was on the edge.
It was on the middle.
Remember Arizona
It was
game,
always
man?
on
They
the
I
kept
thought it was in the
on.
middle. Josh Johnson
Look
was
in the middle.
When he was at Green Bay.
You going to see the guard and the tackle, it's on the edges. Even though it looked like them, it's not between the center and the guard on either side. You know what I'm saying?
I get
That's the
that.
edges.
Our noses have been terrible outside of digging. Our noses didn't look terrible. We weren't getting pushed backwards.
But to me, that's bad GMing.
Yeah.
It's been like that for years. You could have drafted out. You could have picked up. It's been plenty of D tackles that came available in free agency that you could have went out and got. We knew it was a problem. You didn't have to get rid of your star player to get dude. You could have brought one in. Now you get rid of your star player. That's spoiled milk. That's water under the bridge. I'm cool with Kenny Clark. Like I said it then, Kenny Clark's tough.
He's tough.
I like him. So
Our run
I'm
defense
cool with
is
that.
hella improved.
I liked him when he was at Green Bay, so I'm cool with that. But you should have been ahead of good D tackle.
Yeah.
You should have had.
He tried to draft one.
You
Yeah,
tried
we've
to
been
draft
trying to get
Mozzie,
one
but
forever.
that wasn't it. You should have went and
Yeah.
got you
the
a
second round?
first.
First round.
You should
He
have
had
went.
Big Hankins 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year deal.
That wasn't draft, yeah.
I mean, he was trying to get them
But
little deals.
You
and
getting
shit.
deals. You getting value packs.
Yeah,
you
value pack.
You need to spend to get one.
Value packs and ain't it, man.
Yeah, you trying to get 2 for 15.
Yeah,
Nah, you need to get the half quarter, man. Quit being cheap. Yeah, trying to get 2 for 15. Picking sticks and seeds out. Nah, spend your money, man. Get your 50
Witnesses on your team
some
being
OG.
consistent for the last 5 to 7 years is the inside. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If that's been a problem for 5 or 7 years,
you gotta
why did we have to
address that.
lose Micah to get to that? I understand that we lost
Right.
Micah, but before this, we should have been and addressed that D tackle because us 4 or 5 with OG been saying we need a D tackle. We've been saying that. Even with Mozzie coming in, we still should have had a proven Pro Bowler D tackle to even teach Mozzie how to do it.
Right. We brought him in and nobody to teach him.
Nobody show him.
Nobody.
Here's the keys,
He's
man.
starting
Drive.
like, damn, he
Yeah,
really-
and then we mad because he's flopping.
And we got him in the first, and he really had like a 3rd, 4th round grade on
But
him.
those are, I think those
You know
are
what I'm
choices
saying?
due to. I
We
think
put
those,
that pressure on him.
those are choices due to our edges. You good with what you believed in our edges, so you didn't address the middle, and now our edges are gone.
That's bad GMing.
I agree, but we've drafted wide receivers, we drafted offensive linemen. The pieces that overall, we're not going to say we've been drafting bad these last 5 to 7 years.
We haven't been.
So
we
we
haven't
can't,
been.
you know,
So why would you,
like-
if you're drafted
well-
good, why not draft a good DT?
I mean, that's not been on that. That hasn't been our thing. That's not what
Yeah.
we've been looking for.
that's-
we
Because
ain't been
you've
respecting
trusting
that
the edge.
spot.
We ain't been respecting, like you said,
We ain't been
not
respecting
respecting the
that
spot.
spot right
So
there.
overall, when I look at it, our edges were always it. We were good, and then we start getting gashed up the middle. And now it's like, oh shit.
We've
I
been
think
gashed up the middle for years.
Yeah, I think our
But we had to
team
rush the passer, so it made a
Years.
difference.
But we've been getting
on
gashed
like,
up the middle for
The
years.
run,
We
the
focus on
run,
our
the
skill
gas- as far as the
positions,
the run defense really
Even
got
before
bad
we
the last 2
started,
years.
even before the crew started, when we was all just fans without speculating being in the media, we always said, man, we need to stop the run. We need to get back to stopping the run. We need 90s ball where we stop the run and run the ball. At some point, we stopped stopping the run and kept getting gashed. We went, and that's GMing because if
Yeah.
it was us, we would have got a D
But
tackle.
our run defense ain't really been historically that bad except the last 3 years, bro.
Nah.
Nah.
Historically
We've been getting
bad.
gas. We've been getting gas.
We've been
And then the playoff Rams game. Rams playoff game. You don't need a Rams playoff game.
It started for me when I really noticed the year that Arizona torched our ass.
Man, when was that Rams playoff game?
That was when we had Mari Cooper. That was probably like 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it was 2 of their backs went off on us. Both of their backs went off on us.
Shit.
In the playoffs.
They both their backs had 100 on us.
Last year, yeah.
That was last year.
No, I'm talking about.
But we trying to
back
go.
when the Eds caught it. Man.
We wasn't that bad. Our run defense wasn't that
Both
bad.
they running backs had 100 on us.
It was that bad?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
The thing about that, though, that team was different. You didn't really probably pay attention to it because we was a running team.
We tried to
control the clock.
We control the clock.
Yeah, we controlled the clock. We kept people fresh.
Yeah.
And we kept their defense out there on that field.
So I'm not tripping on losing Micah for Kenny. I would like to keep them both. I would have just been enthused to see how Micah could have performed with somebody stopping the run and him being able to rush the edge. But with that transition, with him gone, it is what it is. We're going to have to find a way to still generate pressure, but keep stopping the run.
So we cool with the committee and not getting another superstar at the end.
I'm cool with it.
We can always
I'm
make
cool this year.
a strength of strength.
I'm cool this year because I want to see how it plays out to see if the committee works or not.
Trying to see what Eagles
because we're only in week
going on.
1. Even though we didn't, the first half was bad, but the second half we blitzed and got some pressure. Let's see if this blitzing with the committee and Sam, like he said, let Houston get in some more. Let some of these young guys who's hungry eat, and let's see if we can work with that. And then if it don't work, then we know coming in next year we got 2 number 1s and whatever else we got. It's money. Let's look for edge.
Speaking of that,
but keep Clark.
Yeah, definitely.
They hoping as Rocco, they hoping he steps up too.
I don't want
he gonna be all right.
listening to Sam Williams with these sound bites, man. Dude's a wild boy, man.
Dude's a wild boy.
Dude's a wild boy.
Yeah.
I like him, dog. I like him.
yeah.
Now that he's
Dude
talking,
said, my man said, don't ask me about Micah. You want his phone
Real
number?
talk.
Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
He got his money,
I like
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Michael's
I
an
fuck with
option
that.
now. He's a Packer, man.
I
It's
see
over
you.
with. Get him out of the hell with Michael, man.
Man
He's
said, you
gone.
want his number, call him, man.
Yeah, real talk. Because a lot of them guys in that edge rusher room got an opportunity now.
Yeah,
opportunity.
Guys like Sam Williams who had the potential to be just as good as Michael, running the same, 4.3 speed and with power on the edge. And,
I ain't saying he's at to be
Yeah,
good as Micah.
but he's not Michael, but he has the same attributes like coming out of college. Like he was him and Aiden Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying? To put it in perspective, it was them two. They was the guys. The only thing is he got hurt towards ACL early in his career. Then he got behind Michael. You know what I'm saying? So with certain opportunities that he wasn't getting because of himself getting hurt and stuff. So, he got opportunity to show himself on a money year. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, Sam. I think he plays with a fire that I like to see. There's a fire I like to see. And
Who
it's,
was that? That's an interception?
Yes.
Yeah, McCarthy's. Damn. There goes the bag. But Sam, man, the more I listen to him speak, I can see him being the leader of this defense till Demo come back. You know what I mean? Like he's vocal. He's saying the things that needs to be said, and he seems like a dog. We haven't heard much from Kenny Clark just yet, and he's probably got to work himself into this defense in order to make himself that type of leader.
He showed me with action.
Sean Wright to get that pick 6 from a Cowboy.
It sure was, wasn't it? But yeah, man, like I like Sam. Nealon played.
I like Nealon.
Nealon
I like
played a
Houston.
decent game.
I was saying
Fowler.
Houston's tough.
I was talking about Houston in
Houston's tough.
preseason, man.
He was setting the edge and
fan.
everything. Like he's seasoned, man. We need to
When
give him some
first
more
half
snap.
Fowler was crashing down looking for them sacks, and when they came in after the little weather delay and brought Houston in, he kind of started setting the edge and started laying the foundation, let the middle start collapsing in. I like it. I like Houston.
Well, he got to look at what he really got in an in-game situation.
Yeah.
But he's learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too,
For you to be the man, and that's your first game, I think the team was coached up for that game. Again, it came down to a few plays that changed the outcome. I didn't see a lot of undisciplined calls. I didn't see a lot of bad football. I seen inspired football. Even with the rain delay coming out a little sluggish, but there was still fight going on. And we were sluggish and they were sluggish too, but we didn't roll over.
I want to see if we can keep that same intensity and that same mindset going into a game where you're the favorite.
Yep.
If it's different going
playing down to your opponent.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We went into the defending champion's house, ring night, banner night, or whatever. First game of the year, underdogs. We got shit to prove. Can you keep that same moxie when you at home against some people who you're supposed to beat?
I hope that you can. I hope that you know you got
because
to.
that's another part of the coaching that I need to see. Are you gonna have these guys prepared to play down to your level of play?
But not even that. I hope the players know because you can't go down 0-2 in this division.
You can't go 0-2 in the league.
I mean, overall, but when you look at Philly potentially going 2-0 or Washington potentially going, you can't give neither one of those teams a 2-game lead right now. So I would hope the conference is the conference or the league is the league, but following those two teams, automatically one of those is going to be potentially 1 through 4, and then you have because somebody has to win the conference. Somebody has to win the conference. So you get 2 games behind, that automatically you're fighting for a 5, 6, or 7. And with other teams in the league that has that type of promise, you can't let those other teams get a 2-game lead on you right now. You have to stay 1 game back to where you can split with one, and there might be a deciding factor later, but you can't go down 0-2.
So you thinking they're gonna have the mindset of it being a must-win?
I would have been more worried if we would have won that game going to play the Giants than I would have been if losing going to play the Giants.
I can see why you say that.
Yeah, because coming off a high, being 1-0, I can see you letting the Giants sneak up on you. But this, you can't let the Giants sneak up on you because you're going down 0-2. Like, you can't come out and lay no egg.
It'll be a good test for us, too, because they D-line is tough. So with young offensive line, it'll give them opportunity, to show that they can handle that pressure again.
Shit, Malik, he looked frustrated out there. Them boys don't look good. They're going to try to, but shit, we got the corners for them. I think we're good. We got the corners for them.
I'm going to be watching Booker again, Guyton on the O-line against the Giants. I'm going to check him out because they got Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence out there. They're a beast. Yeah. And Abdul Carter now, so I'm going to look at that matchup.
Y'all getting ready to preview the Giants game?
No, we're going to do it Thursday.
He's just talking shit.
He's talking our shit, yeah. Soapbox talk.
Back-to-back division games, man. So they gotta challenge that.
And to think that they don't want to beat us, we'd be lying. You think that they don't want this game to win?
Absolutely, they want to beat us.
Was it 10 games straight? What was like 10 games, 12 games?
Even if it wasn't, everybody in the NFL wants to beat Dallas. We are everybody's Super Bowl for something. At our weakest times, everybody still gets off on it. I'm watching this Bears and Minnesota fan, and I'm a Chicago fan who can't concentrate on this game because all they keep talking about is Dallas. Like, bro, we're not in your division. You got a division game tonight, and the only thing you can talk about is week 3 versus Dallas.
That's all they care about.
That's it.
Looking ahead for no reason.
With the running back situation, it looked like we had 119 rushing yards. Had a good balance. Do we think what we're gonna do with Miles and the fumble? Should Jadon come up blue or?
I said we got to put that behind us and give him another shot.
They keep talking about him having to earn it.
I said we got to give him another shot, but at the same time, we should slowly start feeding Jadon something. You got to give him a carry here or there, a little dump off pass or something here or there. Yeah. But at the same time, Miles did break for 60, 70 at time. That accounts for something. Even though he did fumble, he did break. So let's see if that fumble was a little one-off and see where you can go from.
I mean, he's got veteran vision. You know, it's like he just ain't got the speed they used to.
My son's a Panthers fan, and he told me, man, he's trash. Y'all gonna regret that. He said that
we
before.
definitely need a running back.
He's been saying that before that. But
Javonte don't run the ball bad, man. He run the ball
Javonte did hard.
hard.
Javonte ran hard. He did good.
We
He
can
was
use some
hard.
better talent.
I ain't got no problem with that.
So when I look at it though, like I'm cool. I need speed. This is a fast game nowadays, and if you can't get fast, you're gonna get beat. You know, all these teams that are good are fast.
But it's also you need somebody that's tough. You need somebody that can at 31. You need
That's
your
what Javonte. That's what
you need your
Javonte's there for.
31s. You get this.
I'm cool with Javonte being there. I'm cool with
So I
Javonte
wonder-
being there. You put Blue in. You put Blue in first, second down. You run the screens with Blue. You know what I mean. You have to use that speed.
I
You
said it
have to
on one
use
of the
that
earlier
speed. Utilize
podcasts.
it.
To me, Blue is what we envision coming in as Baby Pollard. But you would never know if you don't give him a shot.
That's what I said. You got to put him in. You need the speed.
And speaking of that, and I remember like during camp, sometime in camp, it came out that Jay Blue had a problem with working hard.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And I'm wondering if that's the reason why, because he didn't play because Shotty did a presser, I think, today, and he was speaking on the fact that he has to earn it. So I'm wondering if some of those traits, traits is going on, kept him off the field.
I'm with that. You got to earn more, but let's see what we got now.
Yeah.
What's a carry or two gonna hurt you in the grand scheme of things?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying put him back there and make him the feature back. I ain't even saying put him RB2. I'm saying at some time get a dog a bone. Let's see what we got. Let's see if he's what I think he is. Cause I think we got it down in the rough with him.
Yeah, I do agree.
So what y'all think about Tyler Guyton?
What is gonna be a problem?
How he smack dude.
Yeah.
Smack dude.
I fucks with it.
Like he stood him up with the right.
Man, I fucks with it, man. It came on. Yeah.
Dude felt that too.
That dude felt that.
Yeah, he was woozy. Man, I think it speaks to the physicality that Shotty's preaching to the team, you know, and to us.
But that's what we've been crying for. I know Shotty's new and he's saying and he's coming to say that. But way before Shotty, way before Quinn, or way before dude from Green Bay, McCarthy, we've been yelling that, man. We want to be physical. We want to be physical. I want to stop the run and run the ball. I want to smack you in your mouth on both sides of the ball. If we got the ball on offense, I want to hit you in your mouth like he did. If we got the ball on defense, I want to hit you in the mouth.
Yeah.
And it's only game one. So, it was a nice test. It was a nice test on the road against the defending champs. Let's see if we can carry on. Because my expectations was low. My expectations coming in was low.
So week to week, as of right now, does your number increase as far as games won?
Yes.
Where you at now?
No, not until we win. Shit, it's the
So where you
same.
at now,
We're the same.
Still
I'm at the
ain't-
same spot I was
I'm
when I
not
first said it.
because-
I had us losing game one. We lost game one.
Yeah,
I had us
I'm
winning
not.
game two.
So you
winning game
had
two.
us at 9-8. Then is that
No,
what you
I had us at 8 and 9, but
8-9. So you
but
still
I
see-
see-
8-9.
But I
8-9.
think we're gonna beat Philly when they come back,
I do too.
and I don't think Kansas City's that impressive to me.
Not anymore. So you look at that. You look
And
at,
I had both
But you
of
got,
those
but
as
you got,
losses.
but you got. Kansas City gonna play harder when they play Dallas than they did against.
okay.
I don't know about that. I think they're playing hard every game. I think they're playing hard every game. I think Mahomes
against
is
Dallas than
tired.
they did.
I think Mahomes is tired, bro.
And I don't think he's tired.
Nah, he ain't tired.
It just gets
I think
started,
it's
though.
everybody around him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It ain't him.
Everybody, I can
There's
see that
people
too.
around
But
him.
having to lead that team that
Then you
type
gotta
of way
think, man, they lost their
consistently,
best.
it's a lot of pressure,
they
man.
wide receiver number one went out the game. They just had some little problems. And
They didn't look great last year. They won 15 games. That was the worst. That was the worst 15. That was the worst 15 game win team I've seen in a very
no
long
such thing
time.
as a bad 15 win.
You
15
lie.
win game.
They didn't win a game. They didn't win a game. But and then when they came up against
went to the Super
when they
Bowl.
came up against a formidable opponent,
Man, they in the AFC. What do you mean?
dog, they came up against a tough team. That was itching to lose. Just like we.
Baltimore wasn't a tough team. Buffalo wasn't a good team.
Sometimes you have the team's numbers. Don't get me wrong.
Buffalo, Baltimore, them are tough teams, man.
You can find ways to win those games, but when it comes
Bro, they won 15 games, bro.
That was the worst looking 15-game win team that I've seen in a very long time, though. They were itching to lose.
You were saying that about Philly too.
I've said that about us when we were good that year, and when Green Bay whooped our ass. I consistently told you I don't like, even though we're winning, I didn't like the team. I didn't like it because you're one play away, you run to the right team, they're gonna hit you in your shit, and that's what Philly did. No,
that's anybody.
Those same teams that Kansas City beat, they don't lose to Philly the way that Philly thumped Kansas City. Baltimore don't lose to that team that same way.
It don't matter, but I get you. You can't talk about what your cousin can do to me if I can whoop you.
No, what I'm saying is that you're itching to lose.
I'll whoop you. It don't matter what your cousin can do.
Kansas City was itching, and I think that we've been seeing a decline. We've been seeing a decline in Kansas City starting last year. I don't think they are what they were.
I can go with that. I can go with that. That might not be who they
It's a decline.
But at the same time,
it's a decline. They still have Patrick
15 games in the AFC.
Patrick Mahomes is himself. That's it. That's it. It's Patrick Mahomes. They have a mediocre run game. They have no receivers right now. It's just Patrick Mahomes. Solid D, solid, but Patrick Mahomes is just, that's it for them. That's it.
They got a solid coach. They got a solid quarterback.
So
they
you believe
have a solid defense.
So you see them win. You can see them winning. You see them winning the AFC this year.
No, but I didn't see them winning the AFC last year before the season started.
And they did, right?
And they did.
They did.
Correct.
So when I say that now, watching them play the Chargers again, it's week 1. But watching them play the Chargers, knowing the injury that they have,
man, we're in Brazil.
Chargers look good, man.
We're in Brazil. We're in Brazil. My wide receiver 1 went at the game.
Yeah.
That's still Patrick Mahomes. He did it.
It's still Pat Mahomes.
What was he doing before that? Who did he have before then?
Who?
What receivers does Patrick Mahomes had?
Tyreek.
But when he left, what did he have? He still didn't win the Super Bowl without him?
They said Tyreek. That kills that argument.
But then he won one without Tyreek.
Who the hell after that? I don't care who else.
But didn't he win one without Tyreek? Didn't he win one without Tyreek?
Yes, he did.
Didn't he win one with Juju? Who else? Who was it? Juju who?
Was it right, sir?
Matt Valdez, Scantling, them down.
I don't
know.
It's defense.
About him, beat his ass too. He said they Chiefs. I ain't going about these things, man. Hell with the Chiefs, man. All of them at the Chiefs. Hell with them, man.
Again,
just say barbecue up. That's what they do. Keep talking about this nigga. We get Cowboys, man. Hell with the Chiefs, man. Keep we trying to get there.
We trying to get there.
I'm
trying to get there.
Knocking 15.
Man, we
ain't. We 0-1.
A lot of teams
going back and forth about Patrick.
No, a lot of teams are on 1, but
so did you change your prediction?
I'm still on 10.
You was at 9.
I was at 10. I said 10. I said 9 to 10 games. I'm going 10. I'm still going 10. I feel confident again because I'm looking at the rest of these teams.
So that win didn't change nothing for you?
The loss
didn't do nothing for you?
No, why would it?
So we were talking about.
Realistically, I knew we'd have trouble with that game. We're going to split with the Eagles because that's what we do. We're going to split with them when Dak's healthy. You know, Dak was 8-4 coming into that game against them, so 9-4 coming into that game. So I knew realistically could they beat us? Yes, but I knew we're going to play them tough. I think we split with Philly. I think we split with Washington, and I think we sweep the Giants. It's 4-2 in the conference, and then we have the AFC West. I haven't watched.
We really might sweep Washington.
You think we might sweep Washington? Okay, but
we could have swept them last
Yeah,
year.
we should have. But you know, I don't know because that's still a good football team. Regardless, it is a good football team regardless of how we feel about them. And then you have the Washington. It's a good football team. It's a good football team. So you have to you know I don't have to like you to give you a respect.
Absolutely.
But when you look at the AFC West,
hey, Washington.
We have to play the AFC West, right? We play the AFC West and the NFC North. So. The Lions don't look the same without Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, and then you have You have Chicago. I don't know. I can't judge them by how they're playing. I don't know if it's McCarthy or what. So you have them, and then we play Minnesota too. And then you have the AFC West, the Chargers.
And Green Bay.
Yeah, and Green Bay
The
too.
AFC West is tough.
AFC West may be tough. So I didn't watch the Raiders.
I did.
Did the Raiders look
They
good?
looked all right. Gino's out there throwing that rock.
Solid.
They're solid out there?
And the running back.
No, they solid.
They solid.
okay.
Yeah, they solid.
Yeah, so you have.
And they got Pete.
So you have the
Pete Carroll,
Raiders,
so they go-
you have the
they got
Raiders,
coach.
you got the Raiders, you got the Chargers, you got the Chiefs,
Chargers is
and
gonna be tough.
the Broncos. And
Broncos
the
gonna be tough.
That could be out the even if, so we split there. So we
At
split
the
with our
Broncos.
S2. So now we're at 5 losses. We have 5 losses, and we split in the AFC. We split in the AFC, the NFC North.
Who you
That-
lose to?
Quite possibly Green Bay. Quite possibly Green Bay, and then
That's a strong possibility.
that's a strong possibility. Yeah, I mean they
High
actually look decent.
probability.
They offense, fuck Michael, but they look. They offense
Who
look.
else?
They offense look good.
The only thing about that, one of their receivers be hurt by then. They can't stay up.
Yeah,
But-
but never mind. You're right. I don't looking at Chicago and looking at Minnesota. I don't fear neither one
Neither
of those
one of
teams. And maybe the Lions. Maybe the
I don't
Lions.
fear them either. Without
Maybe.
Ben Johnson and Glenn.
But that still's a tough team too. That still's a tough team. They got weapons.
They got weapons.
They got weapons. They got
But it
weapons.
don't matter if you ain't got no coach. We had weapons, but we ain't got no coach.
But
It's weak.
they're capable. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're gonna look like when we face them. Was it in November? Face them in November, if I'm correct, or December. So, say worst case scenario, you go 3-1. That's 4 losses at that point. Then we got Carolina and who else? I'm missing one. Carolina, and there's another team out there that I'm missing. So
Well, Arizona.
we got Arizona. We got Arizona this year. So we got Arizona and Carolina. So you split AFC West. That's 3 losses at that point. And then 2 in the conference. That's 5. And then 2 AFC North.
Got the
NFC North. That's
Jets.
7.
Got the Jets.
We got the Jets too. Jets don't look bad. I'm still saying 7 losses. 10-7. That's what I'm going with. That's my story. I'm sticking to it until I can't.
We got the Jets.
Yep.
Nah, you scared. You scared of the Jets?
Nah. But I think with Glenn being our coach, they're a well-coached team.
They are.
With we always have trouble with mobile quarterbacks. They got a mobile quarterback. They got a solid defense. I just don't think they're the pushover Jets that everybody's used to.
So it's New
I'm still
York
not believing them.
Giants.
Win.
Next, so it's the Giants, the
Win.
Bears, the
Win.
Green Bay, and the
Loss.
Jets.
I'm not a believer in Justin Fields yet. He had a good game, but I'm not a believer in him. He's still Justin Fields. And they lost. They didn't win. They look decent.
We lost. We look decent.
Yeah, but we look better than them.
Why?
Because for me, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm not gonna say they look better than
So
me.
in the off season,
I'm being honest. Truth moment.
So
you
in the
know what I mean?
off season, we asked you we had that question where if you saw the culture change and the
Yes.
and the
Yes.
culture change, and you seen the
Yes.
difference in play, but you still end up 9-8.
You still end up losing them games that was
Yeah.
close, but you seen the difference in the culture play.
Yeah, you seen the difference, and you didn't.
I didn't agree with that because if we lose them the same way that
So
we've been losing
you
them
feeling
before.
like you're agreeing with it now? Though.
Yes, what he said.
They agree with the culture change? That I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with the culture change?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, you can't-
I want the culture change, but I also don't want to. We said an 8 and 9. 8 and 9
that's
is
the
not
same
good
as
enough.
the
It's not
difference
as
is
good.
We
the
said
9-8.
9-8.
That's the
You
worst.
said
Worst
nine-
case scenario, 9 and 8, 10 games. 10 games is what I'm really shooting for. 10 games is what I'm really shooting for.
keep moving
I
the
don't.
goalposts,
I said 9 games. I haven't stuck on. I haven't stuck on one number. I haven't stuck on one yet. I'm saying 9 to 10 games. When
9 to
Vegas-
10, 8 and 9. If you see we're still losing those ways, but you see changes in the culture, are you cool with that?
If we go-
And you're saying
okay,
by
so-
by the talk through the podcast, you've been saying even in the beginning, you're cool, you're happy with what you've seen, you see progress. But at the same time, when he just asked you now, you're like, Nah.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. There's an
Because
asterisk
the
to
way
this.
we lost in the Eagles game wasn't how we lost in the past, like with penalties and things of that
We
nature.
found a new way to lose, and if that's what it was. Man. So when I look at it, we found a new. That's exactly what happened. We found a new
But
way to lose.
a coach can't help a player catch
Drop
the
it
pass.
again. So
He
again,
cannot make
But if
the
we
linebacker make the tackle.
if
and
we
don't be
lose,
right.
left.
if we lose multiple games in that fashion, I'm not going to be happy with the culture change. Losing multiple games, these errors need to be corrected. You correct them, you make mistakes, you correct them. I give you
How
grace.
you gonna correct a player dropping balls?
Your
Pass it to
all-pro
somebody else,
receiver
pass
dropping
it to
the ball.
somebody else, pass it to another all-pro receiver.
You don't have another all-pro receiver.
Well, pass to George Pickens. You know what I mean? Run the ball. I don't know. Like you have to eventually, you have to find another way. So the way I look at that is that, you know, again, if CeeDee continues with these drops like that, you
Nah,
have to
he's
go.
not getting ready to
I
continue
don't
with
see
them
it. I don't
drops.
see
We
it
ain't
either.
gonna even speak at.
No, I don't
He
see
getting
it
ready to
either.
get right
So-
back.
Clean it up.
He getting ready to get right
So
back.
again, if we continue, if we go 8-9, we go 8-9 or 9-8 because of, and we have 3 to 4 games like we had against the Eagles, I'm not happy. I'm not happy because you can miss the playoffs. Because the same way you felt last year about losing to the Bengals, the way that we lost to the Bengals, and think when you start counting up those
But
games,
them was like dumb, like our player getting hit.
those were
foul.
cowboy ways to lose.
we had to
Dumb ways to
back
die,
a
man.
quarterback in.
But those are dumb ways to die. It's just what happens. It's just
You had
it's
to back a
bro.
quarterback in. That don't count.
No, because you can still win the game. You just stick with one.
Okay.
And when you're in those games again, like if we lose consistently the way we lost to Philly, I'm gonna be upset because you have to correct those issues. I need correction. I can't continue to do
What
this all
issues?
season. Drops, fumbles, discipline. If Miles Sanders fumbled like that again, cut his ass. Cut it. You gotta go. Cut his ass.
Yeah.
Get him up out of it. You have to start making some type of examples.
You're not gonna do it.
JT don't make blocks, cut his ass. Get him up out of there. If you're not playing with the same effort as the rest of your team, cut his ass.
I
You
don't
have
want
to
him
start
on the
chopping.
team no more.
You got to start. You have to find some ways to fix these issues because if not, they will persist. And if I miss the playoffs because of stupid things like that, drop passes, bad fumbles, that's still a train wreck waiting to happen. Regardless of what it is, we've been dropped high, we've been raised high and dropped low. That's what Cowboy football has been. We're gonna find a way to lose a game. We find more ways to lose games than we do winning. And that's what that was on Monday.
But that's
We
the
found a
culture
new way to lose. On Thursday, we found a new way to lose a game. It's a culture change, but we found, now we're dropping balls. We do everything right, but now we're dropping balls. Like,
That's
that's,
slow progress. It's slow
Man,
progress.
he
This
sound
shit
like
ain't gonna
Stephen A.
change
Smith.
overnight.
No, I'm just
Accident
being
waiting to
honest.
happen.
It's
I mean, it's the
progress,
truth. It's the truth. We found a new way to lose a game. on
You
Thursday.
cut your penalties
We
down.
ain't never
you
dropped
cut
balls. Ain't never been a problem.
You cut your penalties down. You cut your turnovers
Drop
down.
balls.
T.O. used to.
But so
the league.
we haven't found that type of loss. We haven't had to where we've done everything that we could.
But
and-
the culture
and still-
changed. We're
tougher.
not committing
We're tougher.
penalties.
Right.
We're not turning the ball over.
Right.
We're running the ball. We're stopping the
Right.
run. We're
You
making
talking like it's the
progress.
rest of the
We're
season. You
making
got a whole new
progress.
culture. Right.
So if we're
You
losing
thinking it's
because
set
we're
in
dropping the
stone.
ball, that's player.
Dak making
Dak's
passes.
making
So, you know,
passes.
yeah, again, it's promising. But if we would have looked,
Putting the players in position to win the game.
No. I told you it's promising. I told you it's promising.
Terry's
If we were a woman, I'm in on that. If we were a woman, we'd be a thick bum. That's what we be, is a thick bum. You know what I mean? Just a dead thick bum. That's what it is, man. You know, we're pretty, but we broke. You know what I mean? Thick. Yeah, she's thick though. He's sick. She's thick though, but we are a thick bum, man. That's all we are, man. We as a woman just be a thick bum, a begging ass thick bum. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's promising. She got promise. You know, you got to build her up a little bit, and that's the way I feel. We got to build these boys up. But if you continue making the same, if we continually make the same, finding new ways to lose, did the culture really change? We're tough, but we're still losing games that should be won. That's still the same thing. We just wrapped it up a little different. You know what I mean? We just wrapped it up. That's all it was. You put different wrapping paper on the same. We just re-gifted something.
You can't
We
say
re-gifted
that
it.
with a whole new coaching system. Man.
I'm a Steve.
You gotta take in the fact that it's a whole new situation going on.
Right.
And what the things and that were going on and the things that look different. That's the thing you got to account for and build on that. Yeah, you had an uncharacteristic drop, but that's your number one receiver. Ain't like the whole receiving core was dropping shit.
I agree.
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying? Like you hitting the panic button, I think. And,
that ain't normal. I'm not.
and it ain't that. Like you so used to being hurt that you used to being hurt. And
Get
you
in
want
front
to
of
be
it.
hurt
Get in
again.
front of it. Get in
You
front
can't
of
get
it.
in front of it, man. You
Yeah.
got to live life.
But
You could be
again,
in scary territory,
but again,
man.
I think it's. I told you, I'm encouraged. I think we're still going to win 10 games.
Nah,
But
you looking to
we
get
asked the
cheated
question-
on,
Nah,
man.
we asked the question. We asked the question if it changed. If it changed, like if we still won 8-9, I don't want to see 8-9 losing these type of games. I don't want to lose these
So you
type
want
of
to see
games.
8-9 getting blew out?
I don't know. I don't want to see 8-9 regardless.
You don't want to see that.
I don't want to see 8-9 regardless. I don't want to see dumb like.
It's realistic.
It's
though.
different. It's different if we just get
First time
outplayed.
head coach.
Yeah.
First time head coach.
Again, grace is
And-
given.
and
I give him
offensive
grace.
coordinator.
I've given him grace. I give CD
do
grace because this ain't
defensive
normal. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what to expect. But I'm just saying, if we go to the end of the season and we find new ways to lose games that we should have won, technically it's still the same thing because we've been saying we should have won this game. We found a way to lose. It's still the same thing. We just wrapped it up a little different.
No.
You can't put just because you put syrup on shit, don't make it pancakes.
Well, on that note, man, look, man, that's Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. We got the Giants next. It's a noon kickoff, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, man, so next time we catch the crew, we'll be on the Kickback Thursday, 9 p.m. sharp. OG will be back with us, man. But make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. Crew out.
Cowboys raw and uncut.